Hello, welcome back to the Electronics Show. Today, kind of as a specialty, since Sony will probably be announcing and possibly releasing PlayStation 5 this year, we're taking a step back to 1990, about 3 or 4, I do believe. Right, there's a whole sticker on the back of this thing. Trying to find it that way I don't get it wrong. Oh, this one was made in 96. I've got not the 96, 99. This one was made in 99. So I've got one of the later PlayStation ones. Not the one that has 1 on it, because some of them just have P, S, and then they have the 1 spelled out. But this is the original model of the PlayStation 1. Bit of nostalgia. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not. I'll be listening to this, and if you can't hear it, there'll be a video attached of the startup sound. Cut her back off. Let's stop this disc. Pop it out. The laser, all that good stuff, you know, the laser, the motor, the disc tray. Now, what do you say as a sort of nostalgic relic and a bit of memory? What do you say we take this thing and we strip it down? I'll be back once I get to the back of it with a screwdriver. Okay, here we go. As you can see, I pulled out a light to make it easier to see. There's a screw over here in this corner. There's a screw in this corner. Screw over here. Screw here. Another one in the middle. And one here. Give you perspective. Here, 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 and over in this corner. I'll be back once I get them out and I get basically the bottom off. Ah, yes. Now that we're on the inside, you can see what powers it. See if I can't get this light to shine down. I will say that I'll probably start taking the inside of my phone off that I used to record, because actually my lens is a little scratched and cracked that goes on over the camera. Difficult to explain. Just bear with me on that one. And it actually looks better without it on. If I'd have thought, I'd have took it off, but that renders it to where I can't use my SD card or my SIMS card for a while, because it messes it up since I gotta take those out. As you can see though, that's the inside of it. You've got the cord right here that goes to the power supply. Over here you've got the laser cord. Oop, phone started to drift while I was looking. Now this just sits on top of those. You've got the motor and the laser. And then there's screws on this. There's a screw, make sure I get them right. One here. One in this corner. I thought there was one right there. I know there's one. I'm trying to get it. Yeah. Then there's one right here below this wire. And then, of course, there's one underneath where I set that. When you get those out, that takes you to the main board. This is held in by a screw on the left. Yeah, left. I was looking over before I showed you guys to make sure. Left right here, and one on the right. I'm trying to use my screwdriver, but I'm also trying to focus on the camera too. But there's one right here too. Don't do like I do, because if you strip screws, well, yeah, your system won't go back together. The power supply has 2 screws here and here. And I'll be back after I get all that unscrewed and out. Okay, now that we got that apart, this is the memory card and controller ports for the PlayStation 1. As you can see, not much has changed between these and, well, if you ever look it up or whenever I make the video on it. I've got like 4 PS2s laying around. They're all taken apart anyway, so I'll probably show a video on the inside of them. But this is basically the same on even the PS2, even the Slims. Only difference is they changed. Trying to remember, yeah, I think they changed these. Not much. Might not have changed them at all. I ain't really looked at them. I ain't really looked at either of them side by side in a long time. And then this, like I said, it's the power board. Everything's on the bottom of it. That's where all the circuits are. So that's just a heads up. If you ever see a board or something laying around and it looks empty, don't be fooled. The backside's where everything is. Like this. Make sure you can hear it. That's the power button. And then PlayStation 1 has that reset button, which is right here, little blue one. It comes up. It doesn't click. That clicks. That's what keeps it on, off. Then you got the little LED that lights up. The one of them screws you can twist, and it's like the power switch, relay, all that stuff. Little microchips to control the coils, and then the transformer itself. The wonderful, I just remember reading about them. I can't believe it. They're right on the tip of my tongue. Resistor, transistor, diodes. Just trying to remember. I've read about all of them, and it just left my mind all at once. I'll probably remember what those are later. Anyways, then you got the power port. Now, I mean, you can't tell with this, but like they're all connected, you know, like with the power port. Trying to see if I can follow the traces on the board. Yeah, this side leads to the fuse. You can't see the fuse on this side, but there it is. And then the other side, that's why like there's different shades of green, trying to get it to reflect that way you can see it. That's all traces. Move that out the way. Now we'll get to the big boy, which has traces on both sides, and that right there is basically like the thermal to keep it from overheating. That's like the heat sink. All the chips and ports and plugs. You've got your regular PlayStation 1 and 2 television cord. Then you've got the other video cord. This is the main chip. Let's see if I can spin it around. Trying to check the bottom of it too, make sure I ain't gonna miss nothing on it. Nah. Copyright 1999, Sony Computer Entertainment Incorporated, which became Sony Interactive, as far as I know. I think it was like Sony Interactive, or it might have became. It's either Sony Interactive or Sony Entertainment. PlayStation's no longer the main and only company underneath there. They moved everything electronical underneath it. But that's the chip that powers it. This one ain't got it, but I mean, it's got RAM and stuff in it, but not the more popular version that you'll see in PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Xbox 360, Xbox One, and so on. I was trying to look at it. You can tell, though, this was before Sony started relying on other people. Because that's Sony, that's Korea. Those two are. They're Korea. There's a little chip here. It's Sony. You can tell age on things by stuff like that. Like that's Sony over there too on the right. That's Oki, Thailand. And then there's also a Sony chip. And this is what makes it all work. Processors, the game engine, processors, stuff like that. That's what's in it. That's the PlayStation 1. And well, you guys won't see me put it back together. And matter of fact, this video will probably be out probably long after I get the system together. It just depends on how long it takes it. But that's that. I thank you for watching the Electronic Show. Of course, brought to you by me, James Cook, and Reality Games Repair and Development Company. If you wish to see anything else, remember to comment. If I've got it, it will be uploaded as a teardown in a description. And as time goes on, I'm going to be researching more on different things. So, never know. Might be a day where we'll revisit it, and I can tell you every single chip, where every single chip is, what every single chip is, the name, the description, the full specs. Might be able to even tell you like who made them. Never know. I very seriously doubt that I'll really revisit this console, just because it's getting older. Plus, I'm hoping to get my hands on the PlayStation 5 to tear it down. But, just remember, if you want to see more and you want to stay up to date, like and subscribe. Otherwise, you will miss the Electronics Show. This has been the PlayStation 1 Teardown and explanation. For anything else, comment, and I'll catch you in the next episode.